Hello, guys. Can you just confirm if you can hear my voice clearly? Hey, at the mice bricks. I hope I pronounced that correct. Guys, can you please confirm if you can hear my voice clearly? Hello, guys. Just can anyone please confirm if you can hear my voice clearly? All right, perfect. Thank you so much, at Mia's bricks. Now we can get down with the stream. How are you guys doing, by the way? And at Mias, what I'm trying to do over here is finish up a set for a scene I'm going to be filming soon for chapter 5 of The Parasite. So that's what I'll be mostly doing in the stream, and I'll be able to interact with you guys. And if you have any questions or you just want to, just stop by and say hello, you're free to do so. And I'm more than happy to answer any questions you guys have. By the way, is the feed smooth? There's like no distortion or lag you guys are experiencing? For the camera, which I use for my stop motions, I use mostly my phone, the Samsung S8, and with that, I have installed the Stop Motion Pro app, and yeah, I mostly use those two together and film my scenes. Thank you, Project Bricks, for clarifying that, and welcome to the stream, the channel's first stream. Okay. So yeah, for anyone who's joining right now, what I'm doing is working on the set build for the next scene I'm going to be filming in for chapter 5 of The Parasite. So you guys can also, like, through these live streams, get an idea of get some behind the scenes shot and get an idea of how I filmed some of the scenes. No, I'm actually not sure how to pronounce the name, but for the person who asked if I'm French, I'm not. I'm actually Indian, and yeah, I'm not French. Thank you, Project Bricks. I can't take full credit for that. I actually saw someone on Instagram who posted something similar to that, but they used, I think, what a custom printed arm, but it had a lot more. It's like the 501st arms that you can find on Bricklink. So they use something very similar to that for the gunner. But over here where I live, I don't really have access to like a Bricklink doesn't really deliver here. So I went for the next best option, which was the tan arms. I'm from India, but I'm settled. I'm born and raised in the UAE. Thank you so much, productions. I really appreciate that. This has actually been a series I've been planning for, I think, about a year. And I've been trying to work towards getting more voice actors and actresses to play the roles, to bring diversity to the episodes. So yeah, it's been um yeah, without doubt, more than a year worth of planning for the series. And actually, I've already started to plan what to do for my next series. Hey, Dot Brick Studios, how are you? I'm doing great. By the way, I apologize for the mess at the station. I'm still trying to sort things out in my shelves, so I had to bring a couple of things here, some of the parts and pieces which I use for my sets, and keep them here for the time being whilst I sort it out over there. So that's why it's like a mess with everything here, including these uh, I forgot what these are called. I think stud removers. What is your favorite clone legion? Mine is the 501st. 501st for the win. After that, I think would be the wolf pack. I like Captain Green, so if he has a legion, that is my favorite. Yeah, Captain Green, without doubt, is a real badass. Though I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he should be a part of a legion, but I'm not sure what's called. They never really dived in depth with some of those clones. Here's my only clone figure. Yeah, actually, I never got around to getting my hands on a Captain Green minifigure. To be honest, I missed out on a lot of good Star Wars, Clone Wars sets which came out, like the ADT, the gunship. But I was able to redeem myself this year with the new ADT set. If you guys follow my Instagram, and I think on YouTube itself, I also announced it that I got my hands on a set. He's from the 401st Elite. I looked that up. Oh, all right. Thank you for confirming that, Project Bricks. Oops. And this is the problem of having too many parts and minifigures scatter on the table, because once you hit one, the rest just tumble over. Like, honestly, it's a real mess on my table. And I still haven't gone around to putting the 212th in my army collection, because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to sort the shelf out, rearrange things, including the boxes, because I try my best not to throw the boxes, because I really like the designs on them and the art, especially the new ones. I prefer Empire 99% of my videos. That's why I don't have much clones and droids. I mean, initially, I was focusing on building my Empire army, to be honest, the First Order army, because I think it was 2020, and the whole lockdown stuff happened. So I decided, like, okay, it doesn't look like we'll be getting any good Clone Wars sets anymore. So I rather just focus on the First Order. So I ended up buying a couple of sets, and then later on, Lego came and hit us with some really good Clone Wars sets, and that made me regret a lot of purchases. And yeah, this is kind of what I use to do most of my filming on. Like, I use this and I place the phone over it. And if you're wondering why the tack is on the phone holder, that's mostly because um, I can angle some of the shots. So, if I want, I can keep the phone straight, or if I need to angle the shot a bit, so I can just push the phone against it and the tack will hold it in place. Hey Saul, welcome to the channel's first live stream. Good to have you here. How are you doing? Oops, didn't mean that. I'm doing great. Was actually a bit exhausted to do the stream today, but um, because I had to do some work today at the office and drive around, so I was kind of exhausted also because of the heat. But yeah, at the same time, I was excited for the channel's first live stream. So that kind of gave me a boost. Yeah, yeah, I don't know about the temperature, but we're slowly easing up towards the winter time, so hopefully things will cool down. I mean, we're already in September, and gosh, days are just going by so fast. I'm kind of starting out stop motions. They are bad. It's just some tests. I like the 501st Engineer one. It helped out some people. I found out. Oh yeah, yeah. So there are a lot of good people who put very helpful stop motion tips. Like I watched a couple of them myself, and it's very helpful. Like they give you very good techniques to start off with, like without having to make you spend a lot of money as well. So before I got my hands on, I'll just show you guys. So before I got my hands on these two ring lights, I used to have a a desk lamp, just one desk lamp. So you'll be able to actually tell the difference between my first stop motion and some of the ones which came later on, like the Parasite, for example. Like the first stop motions used to have a more warm tint to it, whereas now it's more like it's brightened up. The colors are more clear and visible. So yeah, you would just need to slowly build up to it. Like there's no need to start off by buying a lot of gadgets and stuff and lights to make your stop motions good. Just start off slow and slowly build up to that. You learn along the way. What are you animating? Well, to start off, welcome clone stop motions. Great to have you here on the stream. What I'm doing right now is I'm filming one of the second scenes for Parasite Chapter 5. I just got done with editing some of the voice clips which the actors have sent to me. So now I'm only able to start with the animations and filming, because what I do is look at the length of the audio clips the actors have sent me, and based off that, I animate the characters to have more diversity in their actions. Otherwise, like if you see in my first stop motion, when a character talks, they just raise their hand like this, and it's just the full dialogue, and it just looks so boring in general. So yeah, based off the length of the audio clips, I kind of give them multiple movements. That way, it's more interesting to watch. Stop motions. I'm working on something big. Yeah, I watched those and it helps. Seeing that's me right now. I got one lamp. Yeah, it's great you have some big plans for your stop motions. That's very good. It's like even if it's a simple stop motions, it's it's best to plan ahead, have a good script. That's one of the very helpful tips I could give, to be honest. Like even if it's a 10-second or 20-second stop motion, come up with a good script to lay out everything which will happen, like how the camera will be, how the character will be, how will they be delivering their dialogues, if there are any dialogues or any actions. Because when you film, it helps you as a reference guide, so you don't miss out on anything, and you're able to go along with the filming. I can actually show you guys, like just for a brief second. So, yes. So, right now, this is the script, and it's 14 pages long. And what I do is I try to make sure I mark the character, indicate the characters properly so that the voice actors can find their characters easily. And in red, you'll see a lot of red on each page. That's mostly to um, indicate, like how they should deliver the dialogue, or how the character will be at that moment, or any other actions which they had to keep in mind that the character will be doing. So the dialogue will be a bit more different. Maybe if he's getting shot, his when he delivers the dialogue, he'll be with pain, and so he has to bring that, pretend like he's hurt, and deliver the dialogue. So those kind of simple things you have to take into consideration and put it in the script so that the voice actors can deliver the lines accurately. But yeah, it's very, very helpful to have a simple script at least to outline whatever you want to do in the stop motion, so that filming will be smooth and you don't miss out on anything. By the way, I'm really curious. So far, in out of the 4 episodes which have happened for the Parasite, which is your guys' favorite character? Is it the clones? Most probably it'll be the clones because we all love the clones. Or is it someone else like Charlie, the little girl, or Jeff, Charlie's brother, or maybe it could be Elsa, the new protagonist who has come into the series, or it could be the villain, who has no name actually and is referred to as the unknown. So yeah, it'll be great to hear what you guys think about the characters. If you feel like there's any improvements that have to be made, because it'll help down the line. And I really value you guys' comments, and I try to implement whatever changes you guys suggest. Hey, Dot Motion, welcome to the channel's first live stream. How are you doing? I really like the unknown character. Yeah, I'm trying my best to pull to give the best character development for her, because who doesn't love a very a good villain? And yeah, so the unknown is like a very complex character. She has a lot of pent up emotions, and she's a person who's determined to accomplish her goals through even the most ruthless methods possible. And the voice actress for her, uh, Brianna, you can obviously I tag her Instagram in the chapters in the description. So if you guys ever want to check out her page, please do. She's an amazing voice actress, and so are the others. Like each of them do an amazing job with the delivery of the dialogues, and the more I hear it, the more I'm just like mind blown. I think I need the cover for this. Yeah, that's better. I admire how complex and well thought out your characters are. Nocturnal. Thank you so much, Saul. It really means a lot. Yeah, like for me, I try a lot to make the characters very realistic and bring a lot of diversity to them. And especially when it comes to female characters, because I really like to bring like even amounts of both male and female voice actors into the series, because yeah, right now the only guy voice actors are the clones and Jeff, Charlie's brother. But the clones, there's a lot of them, so even if it's the same voice actor, there's still a lot of them, so they outnumber the women. There are many awesome stop motions that join your contest. Yeah, like that's my favorite part about holding stop motion contests, because I get to see a lot of people who have such creative ideas and their own unique ways of filming stop motions. And in fact, I tend to learn more after holding some of these contests, because there's so many unique ideas which I wouldn't have even thought about until I saw these stop motions. And it's also a good way for others to see growing stop motion makers. Yeah, you have a pretty diverse cast so far. I sadly won't be able to enter. I'm still working on Halo project. I'm very excited to see all the entries. No worries, Saul. You had mentioned this to me before as well during your Fortnite, sorry, Minecraft live stream. It's not a problem at all. I really look forward to your Halo episode. It's a really unique, also a unique stop motion in my opinion, because you don't really see a lot of people doing um, those kind of Halo stop motions, and it's kind of hard to get a hold of those minifigures. Yay, new Halo episode! Yeah. This is actually a mistake which I'm doing right now. I'm not even fastened the camera holder right now to the base plate, because this is going to be like a quick scene, but uh, it's actually a big mistake I'm making, because even though it's a simple walking through the door scene, if one slight tap happens, the whole scene has to be redone, or you need to somehow magically adjust the camera back to position. I got around 6 minutes of it filmed so far, nearly finished. Wow. Saul, you work fast. Last you told me was 4 minutes, now it's already 6 minutes. Super excited for you to release the next chapter in the Parasite. Yeah, like it still has a long way to go because there's some very complex scenes and battles happening in this particular chapter. And I'm honestly nervous as I get closer and closer to it because I know very well that I'm going to suffer trying to pull some of those scenes out. But, in the end, it's worth it. And you're forced to, once it's in the script, you're forced to implement it. Otherwise, you'll have to alter many things. Just eyeball it. Yep. Just eyeball it. That's another tip. Eyeball it or just secure your stand to the base plate. We can wait. Thank you so much, Dark Brick Studio. We know that it's going to be amazing. How many chapters will there be? Project Bricks. I'm not as of now. I think there'll be right. Like so far, there's been 2 or 4 chapters, and I think there's going to be 4 more after this, and that's just an estimate. I'm not really sure because there may be changes in the storyline. There may be a new character I might bring out, and there are a couple of tweaks which have to be done and gaps to be filled up in the story. So I'm not 100% sure as to how many chapters, but for now, there'll be 4 more chapters after this, including chapter 5. Because I'm trying my best not to pile everything into one chapter because there'll be a lot to take in and it'll be too lengthy of stop motion. I'm trying my best to not exceed 10 minutes. The last battle in chapter 4 was awesome. So many objectives and gave it more meaning. Yep, that is by far my most complex battle scene I've ever done, and the first ever time I used droids in my stop motion, and it was a lot. Like when I reached the scene, I realized how many things are there that I take into consideration, like even with the sound effects. Even if there's just one droid in the scene shooting, you need to take into consideration there'll be other droids also shooting in the background, even though they're not visible. So you have to toss in some audio clips and reduce the volume for them so that it'll sound like it's coming from the background. So yeah, it's it's quite hectic. True Dot Big Studio. We best not rush him so it comes out even better. Thank you so much. Yeah, I try my best to get the stop motions out. Like chapters 3 and 4, I was very surprised the gap which I got in between them. Like there was only like a 2 month gap between those two stop motions, and I was honestly shocked. I didn't realize that I filmed it that fast. Okay, cool. Can't wait to see what happens. I need to go on 5 minutes. I will come back. No problem, Dot Big Studio. Yeah, take your time. Yeah, you have to keep in mind the things the audience doesn't see, but are still there. Yep, there's a lot. That kind of makes also editing um a lot more hectic because you really need to take into consideration the sounds which will be there and a lot of background things which won't be visible on the camera but has to be audible. Um, I think yeah, in chapter 1, I was when I started the series out, I was like thinking I need to make sure that there's a lot of accuracy to the episodes. So even like the wind blowing and a creature sounds in the background. I was trying to search online for many good audio clips for them, and it's kind of hard to find really good ones. But this series, I can tell you one thing: it has a lot of Mass Effect on it. Uh, like I take some inspiration from the Mass Effect trilogy because that's like in my opinion, one of the best games I've played so far. So if you play Mass Effect, you'll be able to notice some of the things I've kind of used from Mass Effect in it. Hey Bart, welcome to the channel's first live stream. How are you doing? For anyone who's just joined the live stream, what I'm trying to do here is film the next second scene for chapter 5 of The Parasite. Yeah, and filming has only just gone underway because I had to do some editing for the audio clips, like, get rid of any of the excess stuff and clear some of the background noise which might be there, and also throw in some of the helmet effects for the clones. That's pretty awesome. A lot of background sound effects I use are from Minecraft. Yeah, yeah, I've noticed that a lot. Especially in your latest series, I was like wondering. I've heard these sound effects before, and I wasn't so sure about it. But then when I watched your Minecraft stream, I was like, "Aha, that's where it came from." But you know what? It brings that diversity to the stop motion, so it works in the end. Am I late? No, no, but you aren't, honestly. You haven't missed that much. I just finished working on a few tweaks to the set build, and now I'm only starting to film. So you haven't missed much. Spiders, bones, and walking mostly. Yeah, but it works in the end. For me, when it comes to walking and sprinting, I I tried. What I do is I found this audio clip which someone has used. And for running, what I do is I just speed up the walking, the smooth walking audio. It kind of sounds a bit off, but it works in the end. Oh yeah, that's what I use occasionally too. What FPS do you film at? I film at, I believe, 13 to 14 FPS. Before I used to film at like 12, but then I later changed it to 14 to, you know, experiment a bit and have it more smoother. Okay, very neat. Yep. Some of mine I did in 20 FPS, but it was too consuming. Now I work with around 15 to 16. Yeah, 20 FPS is, I can imagine, is a real headache because, 20 frames per second, that's a lot to take in. And just for 1 second, that too. And I used to actually do with 10 FPS, but then that was a bit like it was a bit too off. I didn't really like how the scenes turned out, so I later changed it to 13. I mean, like 12 and 13, and then I switched it to 14 and 15. Cool. I use 12 because I'm not that good with higher FPS. Yeah, I don't blame you, but as I mentioned, I was sticking with 12 FPS for some time for a lot of scenes. I still use 12 FPS for some of my slow scenes. But for scenes like where the character is moving or there's a speeder in the scene, I try my best, or actions, I try to use 14 or 15. God forbid 24 frames. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't even imagine 20. So going to 24 is like a no way. No, no, no. Thank you. 12, 16 is a good range to work with. 20 to 24 is great for if you have a lot of time and patience. Yes, a lot of patience, and that's something I tend to lack. especially when as I progress into the chapters filming. I and there's a lot of dialogue or a lot of walking or running scenes. I'm like, I don't feel like doing that high of an FPS for that. But actually, something which I'm yet to master is, I think, camera moving scenes. Like I've only recently started doing some of those. Like in chapter 4, you'll be able to notice when the separatist tank comes into the scene, the camera kind of goes with it, or even when the Elsa is talking and she's arguing with Jeff, the camera moves a bit. Like only subtle scenes I've done with the camera movement, but it's something I'm still trying to implement because I've only started to understand how it works. Before, I used to make some mistakes, and the camera at times would go ahead of the minifigure, and it would I would be so confused. Like, wait, isn't this how it's supposed to be done? And there'll be a lot of mistakes. It can be so hard to be motivated enough to work on stop motion, so it's best to work with an FPS you're comfortable with. Yep, that is true. But in honestly speaking, what gives me the drive to keep working on stop motion is my is other supporters on YouTube and Instagram, because like without you guys, I wouldn't be I wouldn't have even started the series. And I really love the positive take on it. Like each of the episodes, especially when I uploaded chapter 3, like the views have really gone past my expectations. Yes, your camera movements have been much improved. Yep, thank you so much, Saul. True, since I started my Lego channel, I am not that connected with my fans yet, so I'm still striving for that. Yeah, I'll like one thing I've tried to do from the very beginning, ever since I started my channel, is like make sure I respond to many of my the subscribers, and in general, try to implement whatever they suggest, because like I really appreciate them taking the time to check out my channel, to check out my videos, and show that support. It really means a lot, and I like to show them that appreciation. So I think by far the best way to do that is, to interact with them. That's another reason why I started this live stream thing, so that I can interact with them, and they can share any inputs, give me any pointers, and we can discuss topics like how you and me have planned for later. And there goes the camera position. But thankfully, it was just a little nudge, so it's just a matter of adjusting the angle. At times, it can be worse. And the onion skin in Stop Motion Pro really helps with getting the camera back into position. But at times, it can be not so effective. Like for now, the scene I think is a bit messed up. My favorite small channel. I hope one day you get that 100K you deserve. Thank you so much, Project Bricks. That really means a lot. Thank you so much. Uh, I'm hoping that soon the channel gets there as well, because this has been a dream of mine ever since I was small. Like when I see other YouTubers and watch some of their stop motions, like like at a point when stop motions was just becoming a thing, I used to be so impressed and be astonished. Like it was like black magic to me, just seeing how the minifigures moved, and I was just in awe when I saw that. Not sure what I would do without onion skin. Yes, onion skin for the win. That has helped me a lot. Before I didn't really know about that feature, so what I used to do is I used to take bits of clay or tack and I'll place it on the base plate to show where the minifigure was originally. So yeah, without onion skin, oh god, filming would have been a pain. I used to think Lego stop motions were purely CGI. Yep, the same. I was so confused as to how the minifigures were moving, and it was a very interesting idea to me because it brought out my fantasy of like Toy Story. Toys coming to life and moving around. Actually, one of my future plans is to do something like that, like a Toy Story related stop motion where the minifigures, come to life and move around on the table, try to jump out of the set without me noticing. So yeah, but that's a long way to go because I need to look into finding some really good 3D animators as well because a lot of scenes won't be it's not possible through stop motions. Just like the Lego movie. Yep. Just like the Lego movie. In my opinion, I would say my favorite Lego movie would be the Batman one because it just it looks so good. The details, the sets, and Batman's humor in general. His obsession with his what was it, 8 pack or 9 pack? His unusual uh gains. Yeah, it was definitely the best. My girlfriend watches that movie every other day. I don't blame her. It's a very fun one. At times, I tend to watch scenes on YouTube as well of the Batman movie because it's just so well made and it looks amazing. It's even better than the Lego movie 1 and 2 put together. I mean, Batman is always a win, no doubt about that. Like people can complain that oh he has no superpowers, he's just a rich spoiled guy, but Batman is the greatest world's greatest detective, and he always finds a way to beat his enemy. Batman is amazing for how well he matches up with unearthly beings and gods. Yup, that is true. Like he doesn't say no to a challenge, he always says yes and he finds a way. Welcome back, Brat. Oh, sorry, Bart. My bad. I called you Brat. I meant Bart. From a distance, it kind of looked like BRAT and not BART. My apologies. Brat, yeah, I know. Oh boy, the camera has clearly moved in these two shots. Going to get cancelled. No! No, that is like the worst thing that can happen. Oh boy, yeah, the camera has been nudged a bit over here, and that is just a pain. Wait, I didn't understand. I had the volume off. No, it's nothing but it's nothing, honestly. Just keep the camera moving ever so slightly and turn it into a camera pan. Wait, you mean like add subtle movements to the camera? If you accidentally nudge it. Ah, okay. Yeah, I tend to go along with the nudge, and I try and like even if it's just a subtle one, like if it's not that big of a a nudge, then I just keep it going. And but what happened is from a distance, I looked at your name and by mistake called you Brat instead of Bart, and I am deeply, deeply sorry for saying that. Keeps just keep going along with the direction you nudged it. Right, exactly. Yep, that's what I actually have to do here. The only thing is, like in the end of the scene, it's kind of annoying because there's just that one nudge and then it just goes consistent. And not to mention stop motion pros annoying thing, like if you don't switch it to manual, the camera mode, it automatically keeps changing the color temperature. Like it'll be a lot more what do you say, warm compared to some shots, and then suddenly it'll go back to normal. Well, then in the next cut, you can continue the camera pan and finish it before you begin your action. Yep, that's what I have to do. Oh yeah, I hate how the app does that. It can be annoying. Yes, it's happened a lot to me during filming, and I've not noticed it before because I didn't know about the onion skin. So I just went along with it, and then in the end, when I saw the scene, I was like, "Oh god, that is really annoying," because it'll just keep switching back and forth, and it's just a pain. Like, yeah, you'll be so excited to watch what you just filmed, and then you're like, "Ah, oh boy, it's just messed up." Um, Something about the helmet doesn't seem right in the scene. I'm back. Welcome back, Dot Brick Studio. Have you watched Bunker Reader stop motion from Fingers? No, I haven't gotten the chance to. Actually, lately I've not been able to watch many people's stop motions, like only the ones who have entered into the contest. But I had to slowly get back to watching other people's stop motions. It's just been like the past 2 weeks have been a bit hectic with work and other stuff. So, I've been feeling a bit exhausted as well. So I never got the chance to yet, but I will eventually. Bunker Busters. No, but I might check it out after this. Yep. It's masterpiece. You must watch it. Yep. Yeah, without a doubt, I will be watching it. I really like watching other people's stop motions because, as mentioned before, I get a lot of inspiration, like for different effects and camera movements and stuff. Like even in the for the explosions, I was never planning to do, on-screen explosions for my stop motions, but I had watched another person's like I think he did World War II themed stop motion, and what he did is he used cotton, like a lot of cotton, and just you can kind of expanded the cotton pieces to make the explosion scene, and that looked pretty good. So I just went along with that, and that's what you see in chapter 3 and 4. So yeah, that's why there's a lot more explosions happening on screen. So guys, by far out of the four chapters of the Parasite, which one is your favorite? I'm actually very curious because I've gotten equal uh, positive feedback for each of them. So I'm very curious to know which one is your favorite chapter by far. I've been using cotton for so long; it's a game changer when it comes to explosions. Yes, yes, it is. It makes explosions so much more easier to do. You don't need to worry about trying to do special effects or you know these very complex explosion scenes. So cotton has been a big relief because I've been able to really add proper explosions into the scenes. I've even actually seen what a person has done is he's used cotton, the same strategy, but what he's done is he's kind of thrown in um, colored cotton as well, like orange and red and yellow, and he's also added a bit of a light source to it. I think it's nothing but a finger light with a tracing paper over it, like different color tracing paper, and so it adds that light effect to it. Chapter 4 is my favorite based on the last battle they had with the droids. It was incredibly complex and it felt like it was a battle that had. Yep. Uh, that was, in my opinion, yeah, chapter 4 is like the best. And I'm very proud of it because I managed to pull off that whole action scene and the sound effects turned out quite well. Even the explosions and the switching of the cameras from the battle outside to the tension inside of getting the gunners up and running. I'm still using toilet paper. It still works in the end. I've actually seen those scenes with the toilet paper. Like it still works for the explosion and it looks good. Keep at it. But the reason why I say cotton would be a bit more better is because it it can expand a lot more, and even a small piece of cotton. Wait, I think I have some over here. Just 1 second. Yep, I do. Boom. I have stored a lot of cotton in my supply drawer here, just ready for the next scene. But the only issue is with the cotton. Once you use it for one, like a scene, it kind of gets compressed, and it loses that whole look to it for the explosion. So you need to really like take a bit and spread it out the best you can without tearing it to make the scene more realistic. Still, chapter 4 is my favorite. Awesome to hear, Dark Plate Studio. That's pretty smart, actually. Yep, toilet paper is actually not that bad. It's actually I was thinking of using that, but I had access to cotton, so I went with it. Um, Cotton looks better in my opinion. Yeah, yeah, it does. But in the end, toilet paper even works because it's pretty almost the same thing, and it serves a purpose in the end. Like if you can see it as an explosion in the scene, in the that means it's worked. Yeah, cotton can be shaped a lot easier. Yes, that is true. I remember looking up Lego Star Wars stop motions and saw Chapter 2 on it. Clicked and watched Chapter 1 and watched them all few times. I was blown away how good it was. Thank you so much, Project Bricks. That really means a lot. Yeah, as I told, a lot of planning is going into this, and I even try to bring in actors and actresses into the script planning. I think I've held like two meetings so far with them to discuss the ideas, to discuss what is expected in the future, what can be expected in the future scenes. That way, they can be ready and deliver the dialogues. And yeah, they've all been. It's a big thanks to them as well because they're delivering the dialogue so well that the episodes are also turning out to be so good. So it's like 50% the filming and 50% the dialogue delivery. Oops, I need to remove the cotton. Yeah, let's go to the side. Those videos are criminally underviewed. I mean, it's slowly picking up now. So at one point, I was a bit. I'll be honest, I was a bit disappointed because, like, when I uploaded chapter one and I think chapter two, I didn't. I expect it took some time to get to 100 views. So it was actually quite upsetting because one of the first stop motions I uploaded, I that hit 26K views, and I think that's because of the whole YouTube algorithm. They assist you at the start, and then you're like on your own. Um, so after that, some of my other stop motions did get to like 1 K views, 5 K views, but then eventually it just started to drop. Like some of the stop motion shots which I worked on, they are still in the 100 views and stuff, and that was fine for me because those weren't that in detail. But when I saw like chapter one and two didn't get a lot of attention, I was a bit demotivated to continue the series. But after I uploaded chapter three, it just picked up. Like it was crazy. I was honestly mind blown when I saw the positive feedback and you guys was supporting it. It just pushed me to instantly start working on chapter four as well. For your contest results, is there going to be live? Is it going to be live or video? The contest results announcement will be a video. I don't think I can do it live because most probably there's going to be a quick stop motion done for that, like how I did for the announcement. But even that, I'm not really 100% sure. Most probably it'll just be like how I used to announce the winners before because the voice actor for the clones the semesters have started up again, and I don't really want to bug him with too many recordings because he's already done quite a lot for me and for the chapter and also the stop motion and contest announcement. But yeah, it's going to be most probably a video. That's how I'll be announcing the winners. And I even have plans for the future contests to have better rewards rather than just subscribers. That way, even people who don't have a channel can, participate in the contest because then they can benefit from it as well and reap it. Because what I'm trying my best to do is get people who don't even have channels to take part in these contests and to show off their skills, and at the same time benefit from it. If they, yeah, if they still don't want to run their channel, they can still get some awards. I mean, yeah, awards. Most probably, of course, those rewards will also be applicable to those who have channels. So they, along with the subscribers, they'll get that as an added bonus. That's awesome. Thanks all. Oh, the minifigure went backwards. That's also kind of a pain with onion skin. Like, even though it's very useful to decide where the minifigure was, uh, at times it can be a bit confusing when you look at it. And the minifigure might be in the wrong position. Like, it'll be one stud back. But, that's a quick tweak. What was your favorite 2022 set? My favorite? That's a very good question. But I'm pretty sure you know what's going to be my answer. And that is, without a doubt, the ADT set. Without a doubt, the best anticipated set ever. And I still have to get down to putting my 212th battalion in the army pile. So yeah, they're still your kind of collecting dust. I need to wipe them down actually, and get them cleaned up. Commander Cody is here. I have the spare one somewhere on the shelf as well. So without doubt, like in the future stop motion, Commander Cody can be expected. I don't need to worry about damaging or causing any damages to him during filming. What's your guys' favorite set of the 2022 wave? Same, I love the 212. They are my favorite Legion. My first ever set was the 212 battle pack with the tried droid. Yeah, like the 212 are pretty awesome, but they'll have to come for me. They'll come off right after the 501st and the Wolf pack. And I remember saving up and like during my school days, I saved up enough just to get my hands on one of the 212 battle pack. And to this day, only one minifigure is still left alive and not tampered with, because this was at a point when I used to try to customize them and make my own, like, Legion and stuff, or try to replicate those from the series. So a lot of them got destroyed in the process, and that is heartbreaking now that I think of it. But yeah, I've come a long way, and I've slowly started to do custom Lego minifigs. Like, as you all know, Commander Mako is by far my is the most I've ever customized a minifigure, and I'm really happy with how he turned out, because I always wanted to have a 501st commander or captain. We never got an updated face to Captain Rex, so I decided, get some apple barrel, tweak a minifigure, and voila, you got Commander Mako right there. Same, I would love to see a 212 and 501st stop motion. Yep, that I'm not sure whether I'll be doing one anytime soon, but Just as a teaser, my next series, which I'm planning to work on, will involve the 212th and maybe the 501st. But without doubt, my next series is going to be a 212th Legion based stop motion. And this bad boy will make his, you know, his mark in my channel. Though it's very disappointing. I wish they actually gave orange arms to the 212 clone troopers as well. I'm not a very big fan of the white ones, and I don't have enough orange ones to replace them out. That's why you have 280 of course. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it set me back by a lot, so I'm um I'm actually happy there's no other set which I like from the Clone Wars which I wanted in this wave, so I could just focus on the 80T and not worry about, oh, I need to get my hands on another one and stuff. So I'm more than happy with just two. My dog ate some of my 212, so I got a new set recently and was so happy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, like the new 212 troopers look amazing. It's just the orange arms I wish they gave them, and I don't know. Like I don't mind the holes on the side of the helmet, but it's just I don't know. From the front, the helmet looks a bit off, to be honest. Unless you put a visor or something on it. I really wish they just stuck with the holes on the side of the helmet for Commander Cody, and for the 212th and stuff, they could have just stuck with the same helmet as the 501st. I wanted to do a 212th and 501st stop motion before, but I don't have a whole lot of 212 troopers. Yeah, like I was very bogged down and limited with the Legion I could bring into my stop motions. But like maybe in my next live stream, I'll like show you guys what I have, like my collection in the shelf and stuff. Now I have a reasonably good 187th Battalion. Now the 212th I have as well, along with the 501st. Of course, my 501st being the largest out of the other legions, and have two 332nd troopers. I bricklink the old set is what I meant. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Now I get the ADT, but I plan on getting that soon. Yeah, like the ADT is with like yeah, it's costly, but uh, in the end, it's a beautiful set. Like it is like something you can look forward to in every possible way. Like when it comes to the spider droid, when it comes to the tank, when it comes to the minifigures, everything is just perfect. I might get some 212th on Bricklink someday. Yep, that's I think the best way to get the 212 troopers. Though that's not an option for me, like where I stay. Like I try to order it, but sadly it doesn't get delivered here. I even try to check on eBay, but yeah, it's best to not do that because some people really hike up the prices for even just one clone trooper. Yeah, true. I ordered Lego on eBay and they sent it to the wrong address. So that is actually upsetting. But I remember, I think, yeah, you had made Saul, you had made a video where you showed that you had got a 501st backpack from, I think, Walmart, but it was already opened and the bags with the minifigures were already missing. Yo, what's up? Hey, welcome. Jackus. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Welcome to the channel's first live stream. Glad to have you here. I'm doing great. How are you? What do you think about the new 2023 set rumors? I am I am honestly mind blown that Lego is coming with another 501st battle pack. That was something I did not expect whatsoever. I honestly thought people were bluffing, they were just making predictions and hoping for that to come. But then when there was like solid rumors and proof, I was just hyped. Like I've already started to save up on money for that, and I'm just too excited for it. Never, never again. Yeah, always learn from your mistakes. I personally am disappointed. No 212 battle pack. Um, Project Bricks. I'm not really sure. There are still rumors that there can be a 212 battle pack. I'm not really sure because they're saying there's going to be a set which, based off the price margins, there is one a set which may be a 212 battle pack, because I think Lego is also trying to make a cheaper set to get Commander Cody, because people have been wanting Commander Phase 2 Commander Cody for years, and many of them are not able to get it because of how expensive the ADT is. So maybe there'll be a 212 battle pack or another cheaper set to get Commander Cody in. Is the new Lego ADT good? Yes. Yep. But I can guarantee you 100% it's a set worth getting. Like even just one. It's a beautiful set. The build is amazing. The minifigures are amazing. The droids, well, the droids are the same and are still amazing. The only thing I have an issue with is the spider droid. I wish they went with a more accurate one. I forgot the name of the droid, but based on the battle on Utapau, it wasn't this specific spider droid which shows up in it. It's more of the clunky one. So other than that, everything else is amazing with the set. I'm excited to see what they will do. Thanks for welcoming me. If it helps, it's pronounced Jake. Oh, Jakis, if that works. Okay. All right. So just Jakis. All right. That's better. Thank you so much for clarifying that. That mold for the that Avatar set is absolutely for that animal. Obi-Wan rides a Grievous chase is coming, and I think with Commander Cody. Yeah, I won't be surprised. In fact, I think from a Lego Elemental, I mean, like that based off the Elemental series, I think that's what it's called. There's one Lego set which they come out with, and it has the creature which they show in it, which the elementals fight. Um, so that creature really resembles the creature which Obi-Wan rides in on the Battle of Utapau. So without doubt, that might be a possibility. I think I'm gonna buy it on December. The only thing is that at the Lego store they already finished it. Yeah, I had to actually for the ADT set I had to reserve it well in advance. Like I know two people at the store because I regularly visit it and buy either parts or sets. So I try to ask them to inform me in advance when the new set comes out, because like if it releases on like the ADT released on August 1st. For me, it came out like here in the UAE, it came out on August 14th. Like there's always like a 10 or 12-day gap. So as soon as it came out, I told her to reserve two of them for me, and she did so. And actually, in one of my recent clips on my channel, you can see she actually took part in a little video which I made, where she revealed the set for me and put it in front of the camera. So yeah, I reserved two of the sets in advance. Otherwise, I knew it'll just go off the shelves fast. What animation are you making? I'm right now. What I'm doing is I'm filming the second scene for chapter 5 of the Parasite. So this is like I've only started right now to work on the filming because I was doing some editing with the audio clips and working on the stop motion contest announcement as well. And yeah, so this is mostly chapter 5 filming, which is going on right now. I recently went to my first Lego store. Oh, congrats, Project Bricks. It must have been quite an experience. Like, honestly, when I enter a Lego store, I try my best to not act like a little child. Because as soon as I enter, I'm like looking at all the sets and the parts, and I'm just like going crazy. And I'm pretty sure they notice it. So it's kind of hard for me to maintain my cool in there. Today I went to the Lego store and I saw that the prices are higher. Is it the same with you guys? I'm not really sure. I don't think the price has been hyped up for me though. I mean, though for me, when the whichever set that comes over here in the UAE, it automatically has 50 or 60 dirham hype. That would be like 10 or $20 extra over here in the UAE. Yep, for me, yes. It was. I really want to go to a Lego store. I haven't been able to because I started school. I've only been to once, and it was a pretty short experience. I mean, yeah, without the Lego store will be always be there. You can, whenever you get the time, you can visit it and take your time over there. It's always a visit to a Lego store is an amazing experience, in my opinion. Like you get to see all the different sets and interact with the very kind staff over there. And you can take your time. You can build your own minifigures and stuff. Like in one of the Lego stores we have over here in Dubai Mall, you can build like there's I think it's called a Lego minifigure factory. Like it's a mini one. You can build and design your own custom minifigure. I've not tried it yet. Like I never got the chance to visit that store. Like I have one very close by to where I live, so I mostly go there. But down the line, I plan to go there and maybe even do a quick vlog about it. Unfortunately, I gotta go, man. Keep up the good work. No problem, but I really appreciate you taking the time to attend this channel's first live stream. It really means a lot. Take care, and thank you so much. I made three when I went to a Lego store last weekend. Yeah, I think that was the one which you put on Instagram, right? The pirates, if I'm correct, Saul. Oh wow, this I didn't realize the stream had already hit 15 likes. That is amazing. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, yeah. I saw that on Instagram, if I remember correctly. Pretty good ones. It'll be a good addition to your stop motion because I think you mentioned you're working on a pirate themed stop motion to kick off the last series which ended. think that's okay. I recently bought the Lego Ideas Sonic the Hedgehog set and made a stop motion build video. It took me 11 hours to build and made the video. It was tough. They used a lot of tiny pieces. Wow. Yeah, without that, after the stream, I'll be checking that out. Yeah, I've always thought of doing, like build stop motions, but never really got the time to do it because you had to, once you start, you need to go full swing and do it all in one go. But yeah, that's amazing. I'll without doubt check that for sure. Jacus. Yeah, it will be a continuation of it. That's amazing, Saul. I really look forward to your the continuation of the series. Sometimes, do you accidentally press the dislike button when trying to hit the like button? Yeah, yeah, it's happened. I think to me twice or thrice, and I felt so bad. I was, especially on the community tab, when try to like a post on your phone, by mistake you hit the dislike, and you're like, oh man, because the person would put in a lot of effort, and then when they see that, they're like, oh god, it just hurts. But I corrected the mistake. Uh, which mistake, Project Rex? I have to go for a bit, have some things to attend to. Good luck with the stall motion. Keep up the great work. No problem, Saul. I really appreciate you taking the time to attend the channel's first live stream. Really means a lot. Take care, brother. And good luck to your stop motion as well. Looking forward to your Pirates series. It happened right there. Oh, okay. So, Project Bix, you're referring to the stream like. Yeah, it's not a problem. No problem. Yeah, take care, Saul. Yeah, I think like in 10 more minutes or so I'll end the stream. This is mostly to do like it's like a trial run. Most probably I'll be keeping the live streams between 1 hour and 1.5. And as for how many live streams I'll be holding, most probably it'll be like twice a week. So like for example, Wednesday the same time as today, and the next one most probably will be on a Sunday at about the same time as well. It's actually 11:23 p.m. over here. Maybe I should make a series, but first I'm planning to buy a Lego Classics Lego Pieces box because I have a decent amount of Lego sets, but not even a single piece to build something of my own. Yeah, that's for stop motions. Another thing which matters is like the set build. Like you don't need to make too complex of a design for the set build. Just something enough to get the idea across to people. For example, the planet surface and stuff. If you actually see my in chapter 1 and 2, my set designs for the planet surface weren't that great because I was just using bits here and there I had from previous sets, especially the Lego Harry Potter sets, because for some reason those tend to give a lot more of landscape and stuff. So I'm trying to go like for the Parasite. I'm trying to go for a planet which has a mix between Tatooine and a rock biome. So that's so So initially it wasn't that good, but then later on, like in chapters four, like in chapter four mostly, I went to the Lego store, and for the first time I actually, like, I bought parts and stuff, um like 100 dirham cups, which would be like mm, $40 for the cup. And I try to fill up as much as I can in them, and it's pretty good. Like even one cup is more than enough to make detail your set, and it looks really good in the end. That was actually fun. Like I was here those entire time, and I love it. Thank you so much, Project Bricks. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I hope you do it again. Yeah, without a doubt, I'll be holding more live streams. The next one, I'll announce it soon. It'll be on a Sunday around the same time. So yeah, I'll be posting an announcement for that on the community tab and on my Instagram. By the way, the link to my Instagram and Twitter and Patreon is available on my channel. So if you guys want to, visit any of those, feel free. That's cool. Yep. I'm curious. What's the time in where you guys are right now? Like, I'm assuming it's like around 3, 4 o'clock in the evening. This is the issue with really tight areas. I'm trying not to nudge the camera. It's currently half eight. Ah, okay. Like, you mean 8 a.m. or 8 p.m.? My time zone, it says it's 3:27 for me. Oh, okay. So, like, is this the timing for the live streams? Is it okay for you guys, or do you wish for me to push it earlier or later? Ah, okay, 8 p.m. All right. Yeah, I'm okay with any time as long as I'm not asleep. It's great. Yeah, it's fine if you end it. Your Yeah, I'll be ending the stream in like 5 more minutes. So okay, so if it's all right with you guys, that's not a problem then. But yeah, just let me know down the line if I need to make the stream earlier or later, and I can alter it to suit you guys' needs. And again, the minifigure's gone back. Okay, that's too much of a moment. Need to adjust it back. Yeah, we are not forcing you to stay here for the rest of your life. Wait, Project Breaks, was that to me or to just Jacobs? Ah, okay. No, but what I was referring to is if like I didn't mean like running the stream for that long, like starting the stream, like whichever time would be suitable for you guys. Because the main purpose again is so that I can interact with you guys. I want to make sure that many of you guys are able to attend it. By the way, when you go check out the Sonic video and enter my channel to find it, it's not one of my latest videos, so you'll scroll down a bit. Oh, okay. Good to know. So, like, how old is that the Sonic stop motion? Like, is it? Did you do it like last month or so? It still feels a little too rushed. I'm still trying to decide which walk cycle to go for. What I've done right now in this particular walk cycle is I've skipped the part in between where the minifigure stands still, like with both legs together. That's how I usually do the walk cycle, but I've tried to do one without that because it looked a lot smoother. But issue is with this one at 14 FPS, it's kind of too. Um, don't think if you guys can see it clearly. Yeah, it's too bright. I think that's the best I can do. So yeah, the minifig, it's not that clear, I think, because of the lights and stuff. But yeah, the minifigure is moving a bit too much, like a bit too fast for a walk cycle, and that is a bit too unrealistic because it's not like a rushing scene over here. It's just one where he'll come into the hall and talk to the commander. As you can see, the commander's right there. So yeah, most probably I'll have to redo the scene and add the standstill pose as well to make it more realistic. I think I did it. I did it like at the end of the last month. Okay, all right, that sounds good. I'll check that at the end of the stream. Oh, cool! Sliding door look perfect. Thank you so much, Project Bricks. That's I think like the one of the few things which I've gotten correct from the very beginning. I mean, it's so the most simple thing to get right. All right, I think I'll end the stream here. I think this was a pretty good one, and really like the turnout for it. How big is your Lego collection? My Lego collection is uh, it's a work in progress, and it's a medium sized one, I would say. It's not that big. It's as it mentioned, it's a growing one. I've only started to collect sets and stuff, and Yeah, so it's not that big. Maybe in my next stop motion or the stop motion, I mean, not stop motion, in the live stream, and maybe in the next live stream or the stream after that, I'll show that off, like show my collection which I have so far, and even the army. Uh, why? Well, welcome, Marine 1234. Actually, the stream is about to end, but I really appreciate you taking the time to attend it. Welcome, So Sad Gaming. Should I get the ATOT or the ADT Lego set for Christmas? Good question. And the best I would say is the ADT. Best to go with the ADT for Christmas because that's a very good set and you get your money's worth in it. You get good minifigures, you get a good set build, and it's very fun to build the ADT. Like the initial phase will be a bit complex, but as most good sets, as you progress and build it, it it's a very good feeling. So it's definitely worth it. Okay, you cool. See you. Awesome stream. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Just Jacobs. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Project Bricks. Really appreciate your guys' comments. Hope another one happens soon. Yep. The next stream, as mentioned, will happen on Sunday at around the same time. So yeah, I'll be posting that as an update on the community tab soon and on my Instagram. So you guys will be able to access the link as well soon. Most probably today or tomorrow in the morning, I'll make the announcement. All right, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate the turnout. It really means a lot, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Take care. Bye.